Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Mezco's 1/12 scale Morbius from Marvel. Now, he is the living vampire. You generally see him in the comics. He bots around with all the guys like Spider-Man and stuff like that. He's on that borderline of good bad, but he's trying to find a cure. Really good dude. I love his character, and I love what Mezco did with it. So we're going to be taking a look at him. Now, this is a relook, a re-review, if you wish. Um, I've already done when I first got them several months back, and I I really love Mezco. Uh, since I'm into this size figures, because one, the price range is in my pocket, and they're not 1/6 scale because that's just too large for me. I mean, I have one, I love it. I have 1/4 scale. They just take up a lot of real estate. I just don't have that. So I stick with these. And like I said, it fits in a budget. But this is the Mezco-fied version of Morbius. And he is just so freaking cool. I love his suit. It's got just a such a nice texture on it. It's got the nice vampire red underneath, and the texture even goes underneath that, which is great. It gave him that nice white chalky skin with these crazy claws. Got the head and the popped up collar if you wish, because he's a vampire. You gotta have a popped up collar. I just love it. I mean, I have three of these. I have three Mezcos. Love all three. I have uh, Morbius. I have comic book Superman, and I have Batman from Gotham by Gaslight, which I love. He is so cool. I'm working on getting Joker, that plays Jack the Ripper, not in the comic book or graphic novel or the movie, but it Mizco does their own, and that Joker is just out of this world. So this is the enraged head. He's gonna come get you with these claws. He's not gonna punch. He's just gonna rip you to shreds. It's feeding time. He's a predator after all. But you just get some good movement. You do some splits. I mean, this isn't Bela Lugosi. This is Morbius, so he's definitely going to be moving quick, slicing you to ribbons, and feasting on your blood. Nice wide cape, which I really like. But I just love the texture of the suit. And later on, I'll hit it with a black light. It looks so cool. It's just cool. So let's take a look at the box because, as you know, it's Halloween, so I have him on display because he's just terrifying. I like it. And these Mezco does the best armatures in my opinion. These suckers, I've had Superman was my first over a year ago, and I've had him, most of the time on a flight stand. It doesn't buckle. He has been on the flight stand for several months. They, great engineering. I have some from Diamond Select, which are okay, but the Mezco, in my opinion, are far superior. And this is his base, and it works good. So you can pop this out. There's a peg that goes in over here, so you can have him standing. But of course, he's a vampire, so I like to have him like lunging. Because he's not going to walk up to you. He's just going to come full speed at you. But he is cool. So let's take a look at the contents of the box. Just put Morbius aside. Hang on there, buddy. And we'll try out his different heads. And he's got all kinds of gadgets and gizmos, and it's just great. So 1/12 scale box right here. Get the side of him. Looks like he got a rave or something. That's freaking awesome. And then all his goodies that are in there. There's some nice figure photography right here. I just love it. So let's change angles and take a look what's inside the box. And here are the boys hanging out. These are my three Mezcos. Now, Superman, of course, you can see that he has dark eyes. Now, this is a 2-for-1 head. because there's a light function that you put a battery inside his bean, throw the switch underneath his head, and these lights turn red. His eyes turn red. But I like to use it blacked out because I have an alien thing that clip on his body that puts him into like a slumber, a dream world. So he's basically uh, hypnotized, or comatose. So his eyes go black. So that's kind of cool. So it's a 2-for-1 head. And then over here you got Batman, Gotham by Gaslight. I love it. The very Victorian Batman. I just love it. He is just so cool. I love the dirt on his boots. I mean, it's just the detail that Mezco throws into such a small figure is just incredible. So I got my boys right here. Got the nice S on the back of the cape. So I do have reviews of these guys. It's the playlist that says Mezco. So you can check these nerds out. All right, guys. And here's the Morbius box. I just love it. So let's pop it open. This is where all the goodies are. The extra heads and the extra paws. And all the little gadgets that he has. Now, that's one thing about Mezco that I like is that everything's packed very good. They try not to use too much adhesives because I hate adhesives. But usually everything's just in a plastic tray. And which he does have two. Like I said, this was for the base and the armature, and they have a little bag in case you want to keep all the little accessories. And if you want to throw out the box, I do not because I am a pack rat and I don't throw nothing away. I mean, I do throw some things away, but I'm a collector, so I have to keep things in the box so I know what everything is. Because if I throw these little bags, it's going to be a mess. Okay, so this is where all the extra goodies are. Of course, that's where his body would go. Now, he comes with 3 heads altogether. And I love all these heads, but of course it's that time of year, so I have his I'm coming to get you look. That is just freaking incredible. I mean, you see those pointed ears. His hair is beautifully sculpted. That face, that would really scare the hell out of me. That little like goatee and his sharp teeth. Yeah, he's a predator. I just love it. And throughout the year, I generally keep him out just because I love Mezco. And like I'll have him in. If I have him studying because he's always looking for he's a blood analysis person, so he's always studying. So I have this serious face while he's working on his instruments and stuff. So I just like that. Still creepy, but he's calm. It does come with a battery because this case over here, it actually lights up on the inside. And then he's got actually a good plethora of hands. He's got some like little, like some of these hands you can have him hold some of his gear. And then he's got a pointing finger, and he's got punching fists in case he wants to punch Spider-Man in the head, because who doesn't want to punch Spider-Man? And then a holding one right here, and a battery like I showed you earlier. And I said, cool, where's all the goodies? When I first opened it, well, all the goodies are in this little box. It's a little traveling case with an M on it, for Morbius. And that comes with a handle. That's cool. It's stupid, but hey, he can hold it. All right. The man can travel. I don't think he'd get through TSA with this, but hey. Now, when you put the battery in, this lights up right here, goes around, and it lights up over here. Really cool. These 2 vials come out. Test tubes, I'm going to call them. They do pop out, but they're really pain to get in and out. Uh, this microscope comes out, and this poopy thing, tricorder or whatever you want to call it, that comes out. Everything else is sculpted in, it's not coming out. But what's nice is there's more stuff underneath this. I was just blown away by this. I mean, I thought that was cool. So this pops out, nice little tray, and underneath you have more stuff. So you have a tranquilizer gun, you've got some type of sword, you've got the hammer. In case you want to drive a stake into somebody with 2 stakes right there. I mean, this set is so freaking cool. And the other cool thing is that this little screen can pop up, so he can, you know, watch YouTube or do whatever he wants to do, or see more, analyze blood stuff. And it kind of looks like the Deadpool, but it's not. It's not. But it does look like that. I just love this thing, and the gun is actually uh, pretty well detailed for a 1/12 scale gun. I mean, that looks very good. So I'm happy with that. The dagger looks very nice too. The dagger does pop out. If I can pop it out. Sometimes, because I got sausage link fingers, you gotta have help. See? The old man needs help. So there's a dagger on both sides. Very nice. It's a really cool set. Now all these are molded in, like the bullets and the little vials and stuff. You can't, but like I said, the hammer comes out. And the whole tray does pop out too, but I usually don't pop out the tray. Take the gun out. But there's the hammer. So in case he wants to be like Thor or something. But it is a really cool set. I'm glad I have it. And it's funny because I don't have much Marvel, but I do have him. And there's no regrets in that. It's cool. So here's this little doohickey thing that can scan. Or, if he wants to run numbers on something, if he's gambling or whatever. Now, what's cool about a microscope lays flat, but you can hinge it. So everything is easier when you're not doing it on camera. I think it goes this way. But yeah, so it goes this way, and then he can have it on the table, and he can look at it. So that's cool. I do have it displayed with him when he's not in I'm gonna rip you apart mode. But like I said, it's really, really cool set. And I don't like putting a battery in my full review. It does. I show you what it does. So if you want to check that out, go right ahead. I'm sorry, I am lazy. And that's the end of that. So put that in. But I just love Morbius. He is just so freaking cool. So, you know what? I don't know why I put the heads away. That's very rude of me. Sorry, guys. Let's pop the head on. So here he is. His interest is peaked. He's ready to come for you. He's really starting to get agitated. And Mezco, their poppable parts are so nice. You don't have to heat them up. You don't got to fight with it. Oh, it's a joy. And I've had 3 of them, and I have no trouble with Superman or Batman. The heads pop on, pop off, and they stay on. It's not like they fall off or anything. And even their paws stay on pretty good. And I do like this one too. I just like that very macabre look. Like he's just whatever, guys. And this is wired, so you can mess with it, fold it down if you want. I just like it popped because he's cool. And if he wants to go to the rave later, he's all set. But this suit is just so cool. And I know some people don't like Mezco. I get it because they do their own thing. They don't. It's not 100% source material, and that's fine for me. If it's not you, hey, totally get it. But the, they do soft goods so well, in my opinion, for a scale this size. Because it's hard to do clothes for a 1/12 figure. You know, if you do 1/6, it's easier. When they first started, it didn't drape right, but man, this fits like a glove. I mean, he does look good. Got some little vampire booty back there. I mean, he even has texture on his boots. I mean, it's a cool figure, and I have them out just about all year. Sometimes I do put them away just for a little bit. It's nice to put some things away just so you can appreciate it later. But I appreciate everything I have, so I he's out probably 7, 8 months out of the year. But I'm limited on space, like a lot of you collectors know, so I have to rotate it, and that's fine. My wife puts up with my junk, so hey, that's a whole part about being married. But this is the one I'm going with for the remainder of the month. And then after Halloween, I might have him chill out just a little bit because that's stressful. That can't be good for your blood pressure. Even if you're a vampire, that's got to recap on your vascular system. But uh, I I have 3 Mezcos, love it. Of course, they're not cheap. They can run anywhere from $100 plus. But you know what? If you're a collector, they have a huge catalog of different uh, lines. So find a figure that you like, check it out, and pick one up. You know, if you're into Marvel, if they're Wolverine, I would love to get my paws on Wolverine. I mean, that figure is a big tin, like my Superman, big tin box, classic comic book Wolverine. So you won't be upset if you do. You really won't. So, like I said, just like anything for me, I'm a collector. I get addicted. Like I'm into McFarlane because it's that price point is perfect. Where I'm not going to get murdered by the wife by by buying stuff. I mean, these do run. I do want to get the Crow. That figure looks so amazing. So I will be getting that one hopefully sometime soon. So I hope everybody's safe out there. Thank you for putting up with me. And a big shout out to everyone that likes, subscribes, comments, throws me the finger or whatever. I really appreciate it. And I hope everyone out there is well. Stay safe. Peace.